All right, let's do the route table right now. So I go to the VPC here because right now in my router here, I have two interfaces as you can see here. I already create this guy, right? I already created this. So right now I need to adjust my route table for the user 2, for those subnet 2, I mean, LAN. So I just go, they call it LAN. I just go to the VPC, then I jump into the subnet right there. Then in the subnet here, I will put it my new configuration. So as you can see here, route, of course, the net here for the route table here, you can see pointing everything to the internet. This is the subnet for the router, for this side, Right now, I will configure another side here. All right. So I will go to another subnet, which is net LAN. All right, so I will do in the LAN here. So I go to the route table here. If you remember, I have two route table here. Route for the routing default. This is point me to the internet. I just show you from the subnet part here and associate with the network 10.10.10. Okay, I will go to the LAN up there. Here you can see. Then I go to the route. As you can see, the LAN is associate subnet is 10.10.20. Okay, which is mean the another part of network. Right now I do this routing, this network. Okay, so let's do it here. What I need to add, I just go to the route table here and I say edit routes. Then in the edit route I say, hey, anything from this network 000/0, which is anything, everything for this subnet, I mean for those guy here. Okay, for those guy, anything looking for should be go where? Should be use the network interface, ENI. So which one is just now we created for LAN, which is that guy. Okay, so I just put it that one, then I say save route up there. Perfect. Right now, everything traffic from this guy should be go through this network. Okay, now everything done. No, we need to configure the rest of it. We need to configure the route and the NAT from here in the Cisco router actually to allow those guys go to the internet from themselves. So how to do that? What do you mean NAT? Why I need to configure NAT? This is very interesting question actually. You see now my router here can go to the internet. The question how? So can I check if really my router can go to the internet? Yeah, we can go here in my router here. I can ping to the 888. He can go to the internet. But how? How can go to the internet? Because I have a public IP, as you can see here, 3.16.7627. And in Cisco router, by default, there is a NAT. Show run section NAT. As you can see here, my interface inside, outside. So I have NAT already, and this is the NAT in front of you is configured by default, which is Amazon is do the NATing automatically for any device joined to this interface or joined to the internet gateway. So the NAT configure inside the router already ready here. But remember, for who? For only those guys. For only those guys, they can go to the internet. How about those? Is not yet. This is your job. I can show you, I can do ping to the Google just now, and I source it from 10.10.10.100, which is this network. Okay. So, of course I have. But if I do 20.100, of course, I cannot get into it because I don't have a NAT for that, for this network. So what I try to do now, I will configure NAT. I don't care about route. I don't care about anything. I need NAT here now. So how to do that? I will do config T. I will say IP access list extended or whatever, any access list. I say this is for LAN. I say enter, and I say permit 10.10.20.0, and you remember permit IP, I guess, sorry, permit IP, yeah, permit IP, and then I put it the IP 10.10.20.0. Then after that I need the wildcard, which is 0.0.0.255. All right, so I created that one to go to any, of course. Okay, so this is means I make some list. The name for this they call LAN. Okay, then this list is pointing to this range. Of course, you can create another access list, like normal access list 10 or whatever. I prefer this. Okay, so then I go here. I will go to the interface gigabyte 1. I make sure this is IPNet outside. Okay, which interface? This one, this guy. Okay, let me make it this one a little bit clean. This interface 1. Okay, this one is interface 1 and this is interface 2. Okay, so I will make interface 1 IPNet outside, and I go to the interface 2, I make him IPNet inside. This is my inside network. All right, cool. So what I need to do now, I have to say IPNet inside source list LAN. I put it the access list here, my access list, which is I just created up there, which is they call LAN. Okay, then after that question mark, what the interface you need to use it for netting. Interface gigabyte 0/1. This is the outside interface. The outside interface. You remember that guy? The outside interface. Cool. And I will do overload. Overload, this has helped me to do the overload and use one IP for outside, and many ports use it for the inside locally. So overload, by default, if you don't put it even overload, they will use overload. Okay, so I just say enter here. Then after that, I will try to check ping to the 888, source it my 10.10.20.100, my gateway for the user. Now I can get to the internet. So means my router from this interface can go to the internet. Now the final test, guys. I will jump into this computer, then jumping to this user. Then from this user, I will test the internet. Can I go to the internet from here through the router here? This is my final test. All right, I will go to this computer first to access here first. Then after that, jumping here. And I show you how to jumping from EC2 to another EC2 to use the private pair key security. This is as well interesting. I will go to the EC2. Then I will go to the test PC, which is already running, and I can copy the public IP for test PC. Why I need that again, because as you can see, the public IP only in this computer. The test or user computer, this one, the first one, user 01, as you can see, there is no public for it. It's pure, totally, it is private. All right, so I will copy the public IP. That guy is public IP here. Then I open another session here with Cisco router. I have another one, a new session here. Then I put it the IP address. I can use the same key, which is I use it for all my 3 instances. I just put it here, which is they call VPN. I created earlier. So I just go to the VPN here, this guy, and after that I open it. Now I can open what? I can open the EC2, the test computer. All right, so in the test computer here, what I need to do, I just say EC2-user. Then you can see I can access here. Perfect. Now how to jumping from this PC to another computer? First, do I have ping from this range to another? Again, the VPC, they can route privately between them, so we don't need to do any route between them. So I just go to check the another computer, which is user 1, IP address privately, this guy, right? So I just copied it, then I try ping to it. So I just ping. Perfect, I can reach to him. So the connectivity between me and this guy is already there. Between me, a user here is already there. So I need to jumping here through the SSH and try to test, final test. So how to do that? Because there is a private key and all those stuff. It's very easy. So I think also I have a class for that in the last time, but let me show you very quick here. So I just write nano, and I say enter. This is nano like editor. Then I go to open the VPN peer key, right click here, .pim, right click and open in Notepad, which is that guy. Then I copy it, then I put it where? In Nano, up there, paste, right click, paste. Then after that I will exit from here, Control X. Then after that they ask me save the do you want to save? I will say yes, save. Then they ask me what the file name you need to save this guy. I say VPN, okay, or whatever, any name you want it. So I just press enter after name. Cool. After when I finish this, now the key inside my instance right now, the key with me, the pair key with me, the pairs key with me. Cool. So how to access? I will say SSH -I. Then after that I will put it the VPN, the key. Then after that I will say EC2, the username, EC2-user, then then the IP 10.10.20.139. all right. So once when I say enter, I say yes, they say hey, this is you don't have a privilege to access this. So what I need to do, I have some comments here, I need to write it down, which is chmod. I can put it 600 for VPN, for the VPN. For VPN again, my key or my private key name. So I just say enter here. This one they give me more privilege, I can use it. So again I put it the command again. Then after the enter, you can see here they put me inside the computer here, which is I want to test the internet, they go through the router or no. So let me make this font a little bit bigger in order to follow me very well. All right, so now you can see here the computer exactly in our lab is here. I am here right now. So I will check, can I go to the internet? What is my next hub here? Can I see this next hub in my way? This is very important thing. Cool. From here I just do ping to the 888, enter. Let me see, can I access to the internet or no? Alright, I cannot access to the internet. Why? This is very interesting problem, and you see commonly as well when you work with AWS. You see now, let me show you here very quick. I need to disable the check between source and destination inside the new interface. So what I mean, you see the rules for AWS, they say, hey, you cannot accept any traffic if the device is not contribute at least or source or destination in this traffic. So if the traffic coming from here need to go to the internet, because this traffic here, the router here is not part of it here, because it's not part of it, they immediately drop down, because the rules inside the AWS should be any traffic through the AWS go to the internet or go to anywhere should be at least source or destination part of it. Okay, so is any way to turn off these features? Yes, I have to turn off this feature actually where? Inside the router, in this interface and this interface. How to do that? Actually only in this interface is very important because how to do that I will show you in both. First you can go to the interface here that created just now and make sure the action here, you just go to the source destination check, and after that change. So I just disable it. This is the first thing you need. And if you need as well another interface, you can select it from here, but you need to make sure which one is for router, which is 10.10.10.100. I can catch from here. Yeah, I guess that one. Yes, that one as well. We need to change it to the disable. I guess I already disabled it before. Yeah, I disabled it before here. So both of them should be disabled inside the router. Any interface for the router, for the firewall, you need to shut down or disable the features, change the source and destination, because this will be work as a transparent devices. All right, let's check ping again and see if go through. So the ping here, let's try again. Ping, I think I checked before. Ping immediately is work, as you can see here. Let's do a trace route as well from here. Trace route, and trace route to the 888. it's not going to work because the problem here in security group, we never turn on the UDP protocol in the trace route. As you can see here, it doesn't work. So we need to go to the security group. We can add the UDP all traffic for test. There then will be after that we can test. All right, after add the all UDP traffic allowed through the inbound for the devices, because this SG01 for all my lab, then let me try one more time here. Let me check the ping to the Google still work. Yep, still work here. So let me do the trace route. I guess I did before. Yeah, trace route here. As you can see, I just hit enter. I can see all my gateways or all my hop counter from my instance all the way up to the Google here. Cool. So the very important thing, I need to see the first step. The first step was exactly my router here. You can see this is my first step here. This is what I talking about, 10.10.20.100 exactly. I reroute the traffic to this guy, as you can see here, 10.10.20.100. Alright guys, I think this lab is very important. Consider the fundamental for any reroute the traffic from your instance to the outside or to the another network as well through the appliance inside the AWS cloud. See you soon and thank you for watching.